Drake does not live here. He's not gonna pull up.
Grades good, honor roll, a lazy bitch. Hell no, she independent, twerking in the kitchen on the damn stove.
Swallow my kids. Swallow my kids.
Hey y'all.
Oh, it's recording. Hey.
So I am here with my friend Kayonne.
Hi.
So I know I've been talking to you guys about like my black friends.
She has one.
I have one. It ain't fake. This is my girl, y'all. So I met her. Well, I want her to tell her how we met.
So Adiria and I met at our TA training at the beginning of September, and we were the only two black girls in the whole ass training. And I went and I sat beside her. She didn't pay me any mind. And then I moved back and she didn't pay me any mind and she left. And then kind of followed behind her and asked for her number. And I wanted to make black friends.
Yeah.
And we've been friends ever since.
Oh, I'm so happy.
Me too, girl. Me too.
So literally, like my experience has like improved dramatically because I have Kayonne. Like this is my
So has mine. So has mine.
So what's your program?
I'm in sociology. I'm doing my master's in sociology with a double specialization in health and race.
Yes, look at that. Black excellence.
Girl.
So I got my girl Kayonne today because I'm sick of y'all assuming, asking, I don't want to say dumb questions, but you guys just don't know.
Informed questions.
Uninformed questions. You guys do not know like where I'm at geographically, like on the globe. And so since Kayonne is a black Canadian, she's originally from Toronto. Rep your city, girl.
Girl, see that?
I definitely wanted to get her to kind of help you guys understand like where the fuck I'm at, why I complain, why me and her complain. Ain't no niggas, ain't no bitches, and ain't no black folks. We are so happy to have each other, and literally how far I am from literally like
The black people.
right, from the black folks. So I want to give you guys some facts. So first of all, Vancouver's population is 2.5 million people. So that's a lot, but it's really like the 8th largest city in Canada. So it's not even really the largest city. And so the white population is actually 46%. That makes up like European Canadians. And then 27% is actually Chinese and 6% are South Asian folks. Now the blacks, literally 1%.
1%.
One.
Of the population.
1%.
Yeah.
That's like 40,000 people.
Not much at all. And they're dispersed around all of Vancouver. So you don't see a congregation of black people come together often at all.
Exactly. Not to mention, we are at the widest school, UBC. It's just us. How many black people do you see a day on campus?
Not many. Yeah.
It's very interesting. So for Toronto,
Yeah. Toronto is much more, and I hate using the word multicultural because I feel like it's like so empty now. It's a lot more multicultural than Vancouver. A lot more black people, a lot more of everything. More niggas, more everything in Toronto. So you want to tell them about the demographics? 6.1 million people in Ontario or Toronto. Toronto, right?
in Toronto.
So Toronto is a city and Ontario is a province.
Oh, let me get on y'all real quick. Toronto is not Canada. Toronto is not Ontario. Toronto is
a city in Ontario. We're all the way on the west coast. So imagine like we're in LA and Toronto is like where New York is.
So stop. Stop assuming that I can just pull up to Toronto any fucking time I want. That's just like she said, that's just like me telling y'all, well, you know what? If you live in fucking LA, go ahead and pull up to Harlem real quick.
Do that.
That shit does not fucking work.
We are in British Columbia,
Over
Vancouver.
here, right there.
All the way, the westest you can go in Canada.
Above Seattle.
Right there. Toronto, over there.
Right here.
Southeastern Ontario. Very, very far from British Columbia.
Very,
very far. That's like what, 4 provinces over? Yeah, we're not close to Toronto at all.
3-hour time zone difference. Canada literally stretches over the entire like continental US. So I just want y'all to really know a bitch is far as fuck from some niggas. And when I say niggas, I mean black women, black men, black gays.
There's nothing.
Black children.
Yeah.
I miss the little black brown babies. I swear to God, I love me some little black kids. Don't see them. Their demographic for blacks is 8.5 people. That's still not a lot.
8.5%.
Not 8.5 people. 8.5%. And that's what, about 500,000 folks? That's a lot.
Compared to, which is what, 40,000, 45,000?
But honestly, all of this is relative to like, of course, slavery, migration. Folks from Toronto are coming from where?
A lot of them are from the Caribbean. So a lot of them historically have been from the Caribbean. And more recently, we've seen a lot of like more African migrants coming to Toronto, Ontario. But like Jamaican. Well, I'm of Jamaican descent,
Yes.
and Jamaicans make up a large population in Toronto. And like when you go to Toronto, you hear a lot of like Jamaican slang, Jamaican food, Jamaican spots and whatnot. But yeah, a lot of Black Caribbean people and a lot of Black African people are in Toronto. But there have been Black people who've been here for a very, very long time. And contrary to popular belief, slavery happened in Canada as well.
And that's another myth within a bus. It's just not the land of freedom and just Black love, and we accept the niggas.
Canada pretends to be this great, progressive, racial utopia. It's not that at all. Canada hides its racism. It's very discreet and very hidden. They act like everything is okay and everything is nice and dandy, but meanwhile we've had slavery. We had like legal laws that prohibited Black people from migrating to Canada. We treat Black people like shit here. It's hella anti-Black. There's no Black people in fucking Vancouver. Not at all this like racial dream that we like to paint ourselves out to be. And we love to like compare ourselves. Canadians love to say we're better than our neighbors to the south, which is fucking US people, but we're not. We are trash. Canada is anti-Black as fuck. And Vancouver is just like, has really made me feel that.
Yeah.
Because it's so bad here. It's so bad here. It's so
crazy.
white and it's not Black. Yeah.
And we don't like it, and we sick of this shit. Cause we're ready for some fucking niggas.
Atlanta, I'm trying to come to Atlanta. I'm trying to come to Atlanta, and like there's just more Black people where I'm from. Can't wait to go back, and you're feeling it too. Like I can't wait to go back home. And I live in Canada, and I even went to a predominantly white university, unfortunately, in Ontario as well as in Hamilton. But it was like 45 minutes outside of Toronto. 40 minutes outside of Brampton where my family lives. Like I could go travel an hour and be back around Black people and be back around like spaces that I feel comfortable. Whereas here it's kind of like you're on this fucking isolated white island and you can't go anywhere because like what the closest Black population is in Toronto, which is what, like a 5-hour flight. Or if you go back home to Atlanta, that's how long is that?
5-hour flight.
5-hour
Cause it's on the East Coast. Yeah. Look, pull the other map. Because y'all motherfuckers really think I'm playing that I can just pull up to Toronto any fucking time. If a bitch drove to Toronto, it would take me 40 hours.
40 hours. You know.
40 hours to get to Toronto.
Almost 2 days.
I'm not doing that shit.
And that's if you don't stop. That's if you keep on driving.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then how much are plane tickets normally?
Around like $400, $500.
Who got $400 to go to fucking Toronto? Yeah. Y'all bitches got it? Cause I don't. And that's why I'm just have to accept it. Ain't no niggas here. And I'm not getting no dick. Nope. I'm not getting no dates. Nope. Getting no loving.
No. It's so sad. It's so depressing. Yeah, that's the reality here. It'd be like a loveless, sexless, everything graduate experience.
The finest nigga that we have ever seen, we saw him
on the bus
last weekend, and that's in October.
One
nigga. We still fighting over it. Stop asking and talking about Drake. That nigga don't come here.
Drake's from Toronto. Drake is from 5 hours east from here. He's not coming to Vancouver to just hang out and chill. Toronto is not Canada. Toronto is not where we are. Drake is not Toronto. Drake is not Canada. Drake
and again, just like America, Canada is racist and hates
niggas. Period.
And that's on period. Bye.
Peace.
Follow my kids.